What's up, guys? So the video I wanted to do wanted to do 2 nights ago. It's about Schneider's percentage. I know the one question that I really was asking, and I still hate the sound of it, but the one thing that really bothered me about wanting to come over here and that made me really look hard at it was the percentage, and it's 65% of the load. And it's you know, it's a lot that they're cutting off the top, and I really didn't like that. So it took a lot of looking at, and I just figured I'd point out a couple of the things that I found out, and the reason that I dealt with taking the 65% over you know, a lot of companies that are up there 75, 70, 75, and then up. You know, there's some companies 80%, 80 something percent. The biggest thing here is, well, for me, for starters, is living in the Northeast. I needed something that would get me home a lot more often. And for instance, right now I'm in Jersey, and I could have done this with, you know, with my last company, but right now I got a little behind the ball on this, and now I'm kind of sitting here hoping that I can find something going home. Well, after I'm done with this video, if I don't have anything going up towards the house, I'm just putting in my information for when I'm going to be available, and I'm going home. They'll end up giving me a spot to drop the trailer, which is fine, and then Sunday or Monday I'll come back out of the house, and we'll play catch up. But you know, as I said in previous video, I have to be home this weekend for my son's birthday party, which is tomorrow. But anyway, that was one of the major reasons I came over here. It was because they have a lot more freight up in this area. And I'm only about 120 miles from home right now, so it's not like I'm going to go far. Oh, excuse me. But the as far as the percentage goes, it's 65%, like I said. But the thing is what's included. I know when I was getting paid 75%, I was paying trailer fees, I was paying tolls. Oh, excuse me. So I was paying all these things when I was only making 75%. Well, now I'm making 10% less, and the company, Schneider, is covering all my tolls, except for what is it? You know what? Hold on one second. So that was only a second for you guys, but I just sat here for 20 minutes trying to find which ones weren't able to use. I knew a handful of them, but actually the only one that I was really wasn't sure about was Oklahoma and Kansas, which it's Kansas that they don't reimburse. Oklahoma, they'll reimburse you for it. Other than that, let's see, they don't cover Texas, Florida, which I believe those two you would have to submit receipts for payback if they did cover them, but they don't cover them anyway. The other two that is covered on the Easy Pass, that they deduct back out of our settlement. I'm not really sure exactly. I think it's once a month, but don't quote me on that. But that's Ohio and Indiana. Those two are not covered. So if we use those or choose not to use the state highways, which is basically, in my opinion, that's why they don't cover those, because you got state highways that run pretty much parallel with them, with the toll road. So it's the driver's choice whether they want to take that or not. But for me, where I drive mostly northeast, anybody that's paid to go over the GW knows right there it's pretty much well worth the extra 10%. The other thing that I had to pay at the other company was trailer rental. I don't have to pay a trailer rental fee here. That's included in the percentage. So between toll charges and trailer rental fees, right there, I mean, you're pretty much right at that 10% difference. So, I mean, we're all greedy. We all want a little bit more money, but you know, with those taken out, I mean, it really averages out to be about the same amount of money. Now for the other guys that are making 80% and stuff like that, by the time they take their tolls and stuff out, they're probably still making a little bit more, if not a lot more. But you know, for the setup that I got here at Schneider, being able to get home as much as I want to go home, and having the freight to keep me around the house, so I don't have to, you know, shoot. I think one time with CRST, I deadheaded from. I'd been out for like 2 or 3 weeks, and I just, you know, I had this stomach ache. I just, you know, I had to get out of the truck. I wanted to go home, and you know, I wanted to see my kids. And I think my deadhead from there was 750 miles, if I remember correctly. It was Indiana or Illinois. I want to say it was Indiana, but I'm not positive. It was a while ago. So these guys, I really don't need to do that. I mean, if I need to go that far, I can even if the load doesn't pay that great, I can even deadhead, you know, 150 miles, 200 miles, grab a load, and that'll cover everything. Excuse me. Even if it didn't cover, even if it didn't pay that well, it'll still cover what I needed to cover. We have a lot of crappy paying loads, but we have a lot of good paying loads too. So that's my my perspective on the 65%. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I plan on, actually, as soon as I go home today, sometime between this weekend or throughout the weekend, I'm going to be going over my numbers and getting everything written down and prepared for another video so I can put up my numbers. They're not great. I'm fat and lazy, so but they're my numbers, and I'm not afraid to show them. So I'll show you guys, you know, what I'm making and whatnot, and then come August, I'm going to be doing a 1-year review. So if you guys aren't subscribed and do you want to see that information, please subscribe. Like this video if you liked it, and we'll catch you guys later. Have a safe trip, and take care. See ya.